going on, guys? So we're back at it. It's been a long time. It's been about a month. The last video you guys saw was Lee's car getting tuned, and I'm sure you guys would know by the time you see the title of the video, but we're working on Lee's car again. Now, to fill you in on a backstory, after Lee's car got tuned, I'm pretty sure you guys saw at the end of the video, I did the pull in it and the shift linkage broke. Well, after that, we drove it for a little bit, and we had, we enjoyed it for a little bit. We didn't really do much with it. We didn't make it to the track or anything because the car really wasn't cleared for tech yet. So then the day of the tune, though, we had a buddy of ours pass away, Jarrett Henderson, and we got a lot of stuff off of this for this car from him. So later on in the week, about a week later, they had the funeral. So I took the car to the funeral and did a big smoky burnout for him, and I'll insert that somewhere in here. And then after that burnout, the car ran funny, and we couldn't figure it out. It was having hard start issues. We had issues where the main relay was clicking really fast, and it was literally pulsating the pump. So we were fighting electrical gremlins. And then over the course of like 2 weeks, the car just progressively started running worse and worse. And then it got to the point where it just wouldn't start, and then it would backfire, and it would do all kinds of stupid stuff. So we changed injectors, we changed wiring harness, we changed everything. And then one day Lee was messing with it, and Lee noticed he was turning the motor over by hand, and it actually spun the keyway on the intake cam. And the gear was moving, I would probably say 15 degrees or so. And it would literally move, and then it would like bind and then grab the gear, and grab the cam, and then it would turn.
Yeah.
So once we figured that out, we said screw it, we'll take it apart. So we took it all apart. The cam was trash. So we got rid of the cams. I know a couple videos back when we first got Lee's car running, I mentioned we had the GSC cams. So we had taken those out, and it had the GSR cams in it. So now we put the GSR or the GSC T1 cams back in it. It's also got SuperTech springs and retainers. We upgraded to a top mount manifold. We have a new turbo. A couple things have changed. So let's go through it. Let me show you guys what we're working with. So we got the new top mount manifold. It used to have a 38 millimeter gate, now it has a 44. This is I think I said T70. It's a T70 turbo, 96 back housing. So that should do pretty good. We got new AEM cam gears. Before we were running stock cam gears. We're changing the intercooler setup. So this is actually a eBay CX Racing FC RX7 radiator or intercooler that has backdoor exits. It's a little small, so it's perfect to offset. We have to offset it because, as you can see, the gate kind of is in the way. So we're offsetting it, which is fine because that'll basically set us up for version 3.0 when we decide to do a forward-facing setup. Now today's Wednesday. It's Wednesday evening, and we are getting ready for Cletus and Cars, which is Saturday. So as you can see, the timing still needs to be done. There's a bunch of wiring that we need to finish. The whole exhaust side of things need gaskets, so exhaust manifold gasket, turbo gasket, drain and feed. lines need gaskets or RTV. And then after that, once all of that's done, I'm going to try to start it and make sure everything's nice, everything's working good. And then I got to find somebody to weld up the intercooler piping for us, which is going to be really easy on the passenger side. The driver side, I'm going to have to make something, but theoretically it can't be that hard, so we'll get that done. I also have to mount the intercooler, so that's also next on the list. So yeah, come along. We have a lot to do. Pretty tight here. I'm gonna do a 45 that goes down, and then this is gonna have to be a tight 90 off of here to come back this way and up around the manifold. This manifold is an old school, I'm pretty sure it says OBX. So it's an old school OBX top mount. And it's not the best top mount, but when you pay $175 for it, or $150 I think we got it for, you can't really complain. As well, I made this, if some of you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted this. I made this myself, up pipe. It was my first time doing a teardrop, so we got that. Yeah, so I'm going to come back tomorrow because it's almost midnight now. And I'm going to adjust the valves. The valve cover is just setting on there. I'm going to adjust the valves. Hopefully I can get that intercooler pipe cut for tomorrow and possibly welded. And same with this side. Lee made the drain, but as you can see it's a little long. So I'm going to remake it and shorten it up a little bit and try to keep it away from the manifold. And then I think that's it. Go. Alright, so fast forward a day and a half or something like that, and we are actually here in Bradenton. So yesterday we had the car almost ready. We just had little stuff to do. We had the whole we had everything planned out, and then my guy with the truck that we were going to be borrowing bailed on me. So then I was forced to find another truck, and I was looking around, couldn't find a truck, couldn't figure it out. Nobody had any rentals. Then I called Enterprise. Enterprise didn't have a rental till like 3 o'clock, and then they told me it was $350. So I reserved it because it was a good backup plan. And then Kevin with the G8, and that you've seen in the other videos, ended up messaging me, and he mentioned his Jeep. He said we could use his Jeep, but we had to wait for him to get into town. So he got into town last night at like 9:30. So we waited for him. We went and got the trailer, all of that stuff. So we missed our dyno appointment with Carlos after I rescheduled, not because of Kevin or anything like that. And then we made a dyno appointment with another guy, Mostro, here in town. Or not here in town, but in Orlando. But we missed that dyno appointment, and we were already on the road when he told us he was closed. So I said, screw it, the car's on the dyno, we're already on the way, so we're just gonna come to Bradenton. So now that you guys are up to speed,
on the trailer, not on the dyno.
Well, yeah, the car's already on the trailer. Now that you guys are up to speed, I'll show you guys what we're doing. We got that SP tuning guy here. We're swapping out. We put some 2200s in last night. The car was running, as you guys saw. it was on the 1000s that was in it before, and then we put these 2200s in, and I couldn't get the car to start with the tune. So we're gonna swap out to Pablo's old 2200s, and then we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot and see if she'll start, and then
small socket?
I will be the one tuning it, and we'll do some street tuning stuff.
Can you put that at the top of my chest? Thank you.
The almighty 10mm. Where does it say it? It doesn't. Oh, there it is. The almighty 10mm. You can't let that one get lost. You gotta tuck it in here.
Put that in there.
Pablo, what's your stance on bees?
I love bees. The bees help the environment. You know, they give us honey. Except for them hornets and stuff. Yo, we don't like them hornets.
Nope.
Or wasp. All that is a yoke.
Yellow jacket.
It's all yokes, jokes. Sorry, my English is very good. I don't like yokes, jokes.
You done yet?
No, this bolt's kind of tight.
So because you're working on it, that means it's gonna work, right?
Nah, hell no. Other way around, my boy.
Oh, damn it.
Heard that boy good.
Yo, y'all have electronic fuel pressure somewhere?
Yeah,
Like a good one, like AM?
No, like glow shift.
Close.
Oh my god.
It works. It works real nice.
It is pretty nice.
It works real
I
nice.
kinda cheeked out on it. I was like, eh.
It's gonna be like that meme we saw yesterday on the boost gauge.
Oh yeah.
Yes. What's the fuel pressure? Yes.
It's funny you say that because we were having fuel pressure issues.
Oh
before
my
we
god.
left.
Is this regulator okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Kinda
fine
brought a
before.
regulator.
The like we would turn it up. Actually, no, it was fine. After we set the fuel pressure.
Yeah, then I think I went too far, and next thing you know, we're back at 40 PS.
Yeah. So yeah,
Well,
we're gonna
we
get
were
these
running out
injectors
of
swapped
fuel.
out. We'll be back. All right, so unfortunately, we swapped out the old 2200cc injectors. They didn't work. We put in Pablo's, and we didn't realize the connector that actually goes into the injector was completely different. So now I gotta wait for the laptop to charge. We're just gonna put the 1000cc injectors in, and I'm gonna street tune it on a safe tune. Hey! Keep it down over there! I'm gonna street tune it on a safe tune, and we're just gonna go have fun with that. We made it all the way here, and we're not gonna not make a pass, so. Drink up, baby. Drink up.
Hey.
What's going on, guys? So we're back here at Pitbull Performance. If you saw the video, the dyno video before the last dyno video, this is where we were at when we did the dyno day. We did all that stuff. So we're back. I actually had a dyno day planned a week ago, and the car does not like when dyno days are planned, because every time on the day of the dyno day there's an issue. So today's my day off, and we got the car feeling okay on the street, and I said, screw it, we're gonna go to the dyno. So we showed up here, Pitbull Performance, Daytona Beach, Florida, and they just so happened to have the dyno open. So loaded it up. I haven't vlogged anything because at first it was a rush because Lee was here and he was on his lunch break. So got the car loaded up. We had to do a bunch of adjustments with the dyno. The car itself has a TPS issue. I need to change the TPS, and there's like a window where the TPS reads nothing. So basically I'm only doing wide open throttle tuning right now. I could do street tuning. I could do the drivability stuff afterwards. But right now I've done 2 pulls, and let's see what they are. The blue pull was the first one, and as you can see, in between 8,000 and 9,000 RPM, it got real squiggly. That's because it started leaning out a little bit, so I'm gonna add fuel up there. And then the second pull, it did the same thing, but VTEC was a little smoother. I'm still gonna raise it up. I think right now it's at 5,600. I'm gonna put it at $3,000 or $6,000. And the second pole, the red one, made 329. Didn't know. Obviously, Carlos isn't here. Carlos has taught me a whole lot, and I felt like now's the time to spread my wings and learn. And not really learn, I've been watching Carlos for years. Carlos has been teaching me the way. Carlos is actually, if I message him and I show him what's going on, and you know, he's kind of overlooking me and making sure I'm doing stuff the right way. So yeah, right now it's just, and it's also a convenience thing because driving Carlos is like an hour and a half. I have to arrange a truck and trailer and all that stuff. So I just want to get it set on, I don't know, last time it made 400 horsepower, or like 397 on 16.5 pounds boost. So right now, where it's at right now, making 330 on 8, I think it's safe to say the top mount, the turbo, the cam, they're all working very well. So hopefully I'm gonna stop at like 400. As long as I can make it nice and clean and I can stop at 400, we'll be mint, and that's all I want. So we're gonna get back on the dyno here in a second and see what she does.